Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. It's David Hodge. Welcome. Today's topic is kill switch. Brothers and sisters, you are in danger. Danger. Brothers and sisters, you are in danger. All blacks are about to be attacked. All blacks are about to be attacked. Warning. Brothers and sisters, you are about to be attacked. False Israel is about to be destroyed. Warning. You are about to be attacked. False Israel is about to be destroyed. This is the most important message of your life. False Israel destruction is near, brothers and sisters, which is directly connected to your attack, because false Israel were claimed by these devils, by Massa, to be the true seed of Abraham. The world is structured around the idea that they are God's chosen people, because they were cursing God's people, which is the black man and woman of America. And it says, curse those who curse Israel, which is us. So guess what they did? These devils set up intentionally false Israel to prove that they were and we weren't, to prevent them from being cursed, to switch the narrative. And now it says, bless those who bless Israel. So now they blessed Israel, and now they justified why they cursed you. Because you're not the true seed of Abraham. You're cursed. You're this, you're that, you're nothing. You're worthless. So now they justify why they cursed you, and now they bless Israel in the name of God, right? And curse you in the name of God. But that narrative is about to switch, brothers and sisters, because false Israel is not who they claim to be. They're false. They are not the seed of Abraham. They are Satan, who was set up by these devils to steal our inheritance and rob our nation, and to discredit our claim as being a true seed of Abraham, to ruin our image. That way, once they're done ruining your image and ruining your credibility to be God's people, no one gives a damn about you once they get rid of you. You understand? So they established these individuals to get rid of you permanently. And now that time where it's about to become critical, we're in a time where they're about to turn the kill switch on. They're about to get rid of all blacks, because false Israel, Satan, is about to be destroyed. They're about to be destroyed, brothers and sisters. And how do we know that? Because they're doing the works of Satan, you see, which they are Satan, which it tells you in chapters 2 and 3 of Revelations, which is the 7 churches. It tells you in those 2 chapters, it tells you in verse 9, in both chapters, it says, I am giving out of the synagogue of the Satan, of the ones saying themselves Jews to be, and not they are, but they are lying. In the what? In the blasphemy, which is a lie, out of the ones saying what? Jews to be themselves, and not they are, but Satan. You see? So the false Israel are the ones who have synagogues, right? And it says what? Synagogue of what? Satan. And they're the ones claim to be Jews, right? And it says they're lying. And it says what? The blasphemy, which is a lie, out of the ones saying what? Jews to be themselves. And it says what? They're Satan. That's why it says as many ones as not are having the teaching this, who not they knew the things deeper to Satan, that what? For even Satan would disguise himself as an angel of light. He disguised himself as us, claiming to be us, claiming to be holy, claiming to be pure, claiming to be good people. But now they're doing the works of Satan, and their true colors is shining bright like the sun. Now they expose themselves. Now they're showing who they really are. You see? Now they're not angels. They're monsters. They're beasts. You see? And they're doing the actions of beast. You see? which they've been doing, but now it's showing because all things are failing. So their propaganda and all the things that they were using to manipulate people's minds are now backfiring. Now they use the media that they use to trick you with, to deceive you and destroy you and program you, is now backfiring on them. And now it's showing who they are, and it's exposing who they are, brothers and sisters, which is Satan. Everybody's seeing them and is about to know that they're Satan and they're about to be destroyed. You understand? Because why? Because they're doing the works of Satan. It said, know a tree by the fruit it bears. Know them by their works. It says actions speak louder than words. And they're doing the greatest sign in human history right now, brothers and sisters, taking place right now in Gaza. What they're doing in the Middle East to the people in Gaza is the greatest sign in human history that all blacks are about to be attacked. They're doing the abomination of desolation. This is what's taking place right now, brothers and sisters. They're doing the abomination of desolation on the people in Gaza. This is what they're doing to the Palestinians as we speak, brothers and sisters, which is the greatest sign in human history that all hell is about to break loose and false Israel's destruction is near. This is the greatest sign which everybody who claim to be connected to God and directly connected to God should be telling you about. Should be telling you about what's going on right now, because this is the sign that all hell is about to break loose and all blacks are about to be attacked, brothers and sisters. So if they're not telling you about this event, then they don't know a damn thing, because they so-called claim that they love black people, right? Any pastor, any preacher, any reverend, any so-called woke folk, any pro-black, any so-called black activist, anybody on social media claiming that they're connected to God and they understand how all these things work, then this is exactly what they should be shouting out right now, brothers and sisters. If they care about you, they should be telling you about this event, because this event is directly connected to your attack, which they're about to do in a minute. They're about to cut on the kill switch, brothers and sisters, because this is the sign. This is the sign, brothers and sisters, the abomination of desolation. Which abomination, it speaks for itself, brothers and sisters. Abomination is what's causing disgust and hatred around the world. Everyone see this event taking place, and it's causing disgust and hatred. And desolation is exactly what you see. Destruction. The destruction and genocide of the Palestinians. You see what they're doing? They're blowing up innocent women and children, blowing up women and children and families, and blowing up their infrastructures and their homes, and preventing them from getting food and water, starving them and dehydrating them, and stopping them from getting aid to taking care of their families, putting them under siege, doing all these things to them, right? This is what they're doing right now as we speak, brothers and sisters, which we don't feel any way for it, brothers and sisters. Don't get it wrong. We're just sharing this event because this would be the event that would trigger the attack of all blacks, because the Palestinians deserve everything that's coming to them. You see, because they're the ones who betrayed us into slavery, so-called slavery, which was horror, which was a Holocaust, 400 years of hell. You see, they're the ones who betrayed us and turned us in and cut us down, right? Their own brothers, and betrayed us into the hands of their enemies as well, right? To the devils, you see? So this is what they did to us. They betrayed us and cut us down and handed us over to our enemies. You see? So what you see is consequence of their actions of betraying their brothers. So we don't have any remorse, or we don't have any sympathy for what they're going through, brothers and sisters. This is just this will be the sign that all hell is about to break loose, brothers and sisters. And so they're reaping what they sow. But now, that's what the whole point of the abomination of desolation is for, brothers and sisters. Because once you understand that event, you understand that abomination, the word attached to abomination is abominable, which means to cause moral, which means to cause moral revulsion. You see? It causes moral revulsion, which means that that's causing hatred. You see, but not only that, the word attached to it is the uprising of Hamas was suppressed with abominable cruelty, which is what you're seeing and what you're witnessing now, brothers and sisters. The cruelty of the Palestinians being obliterated, being destroyed. You see, with this abominable cruelty, they were on their way rising up, in false Israel suppressed it with abominable cruelty. You see, so that would be the sign, brothers and sisters. They were on their way rising up, and now they've caused an imbalance by so-called retaliating against the Palestinians, which is not a so-called retaliation, because they've been oppressing, and they pushed them off that land that they were on, and oppressed them and committing genocide on them and doing all these things to them, right? They're the ones who did these things to them, and now they've been doing this for 70 plus years, and now Hamas retaliated. So that's a retaliation. So what they did was an act of whatever they wanted to call it. You see, they called it whatever they want to call it. They was embarrassed because they was undermined. They was and they were the so-called, you see, they the ones who they had to put fear in everybody's eyes so they won't mess with them. Oh, you see, they had to protect their representation, right? They had to protect who they are. So nobody, because if that happened to them, now that gives ammunition for everybody to mess with them. So now they're trying to use that as leverage to use them as an example for nobody to mess with them. So now it said, now they look what they're doing to them. Now they're the example for nobody to mess around with them. But they don't realize they're digging a hole for themselves. They don't realize they've caused an imbalance that has to be corrected. You see, now it has to be corrected. So it says that they'll reap what they sow. It says now in the time of doing to them was done to you. And now they're causing an imbalance, which is adding up to their consequence, which is going to end in their destruction. Because it said they inherit what they say and they do. It said they inherit what they say and they do. And what are they doing and what are they saying? They're destroying the Palestinians. And they're not going to stop until then. So this is telling you that all blacks are about to be attacked, because false Israel's destruction is near. That's when it says, when you see the abomination of desolation, it says, therefore, when you see the abomination of desolation, which was spoken of through Daniel the prophet, which is Suleiman, the messenger of the covenant, standing in the holy place, which is Jerusalem, said, let the reader understand that you are in trouble, that you are in danger, that all blacks are about to be attacked. Because why? It says, when you see the abomination of desolation, it says flee. Because why? Because it said they inherit what they say and they do. So that means they're about to be destroyed. Same as when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, know that its destruction is near. And who is Jerusalem? What's the capital of Jerusalem? False Israel. That's why it says when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, it says flee, 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 flee. Telling you that you're about to be in danger. So this would be the sign, brothers and sisters, that everybody that claim to be, that love black people, should be telling you about. All those black people that claim that they're woke and they give you all the information they give you. This is the most important message of your life. Your life depends on this message, and it tells you to flee. When you see this, flee, 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 flee. Meaning that these devils about to turn the kill switch on. They're about to now kill you. It's no longer going to be in the form that they were doing, deal with you in a way that you didn't see coming. They're going to deal with you obviously. You're going to become a national security threat worldwide that everyone's going to know to kill all blacks, and they're going to act on that immediately. You understand? Because why? Because, like I explained, they set up false Israel to counter your claim, which is keeping you down, keeping you from knowing who you were. So now you don't think that any of these things apply to you in the world. You don't think that you're God's people. You don't know that God's coming back for you. You don't know that God loves you, because you have people in place telling you that you're sinful, you're wicked, you're evil, you're this, you're that, you're nothing. You see? But all that's about to go away, because false Israel is about to be destroyed. And that's the momentum that's keeping you down. And once that is exposed as a lie, that's not supposed to happen. Because it said when God places his people in their land, they're not to be uprooted or removed. So that's an abomination. If that happens, then that's a clear sign and indication that they are not who they claim to be. That means that who were they? They were Satan all along. And the ones hiding behind them was devils. wicked, evil, hideous people who were cursing God's people. You see? And now they instantly do judgment overnight. They're snatched from heaven, and they're instantly faced with hell. You understand? And you're the cause of it. You're the reason, because you're God. You're the ones, they've been cursing God's people. And now it says, do unto them as was done to you. And they realize that you are the one that's coming to get wrath, vengeance, everything that they did to you. Now you're here to avenge your nation, avenge your woman, avenge everything that they did. We're not here to make friends. We're not here to hold hands with our enemies. We're not here to stay in the land of our imprisonment. Said you'll be a fool. You see? So now they instantly realize that you are the problem, that all hell is breaking loose because of you on them. And now they have to get rid of you. They have to get rid of the evidence. They had to sweep you under the rug. They got to try to get rid of the consequence, which is impossible. You see, they don't even understand that. But they don't stop a person that's backed in the corner. You see, and now their life is totally in danger. You see, now their life is totally in danger, and they're about to be taken out. You understand? They're about to be destroyed. They're about to reap what they sowed. They're under judgment due to what they've done, which they don't want to. They don't want to take responsibility for that, because it comes with 400 years of consequence, and it said it'll be compressed into 1 year, which is unimaginable, which is worse than what they did to us. It said give them back double. You understand? We're going to a time worse than our own experience, brothers and sisters. And it said, give them double. You understand? That's what it says. Give them double what they gave to us. And it says that they are under judgment immediately. Now they're faced with getting rid of you, brothers and sisters. They're instantly faced with having to get rid of you, because what would you do if you were in a position where you had everything and you hated the people who you were terrorizing and torturing and making miserable, and you did all these things to them, right? And you felt that it was just because that's the way you read it. Then you doing all these things and you thinking it was great. You thinking it was lovely. You see? And you thinking you a saint. You think you're doing everything. You think you're doing the will of God. You see? But then you faced with the truth that you're not doing the will of God. That you totally went against God. You made war against him and his people. And now you're instantly faced with the truth that you're a monster. That you're a devil. You understand? And now you're about to be destroyed. That you're guilty. Guilty is charged. And the ones that you did it to are going to be the ones who do it to you. You see? So now, what do you do? What do you do? Like I said, you're like a cat in a corner who's about to lose his life. So all you got is one life left, right? That's their life. They got one life left, and they love their life more than we do, brothers and sisters, because they only had a 6,000 year period, which we won't get into that. They only had a short amount of time. So now their time is up. And now the people who they hated the worst, the people who they hated the most, who they afflicted the most harm on, right? Torment, torture on, about to go off into heaven, and they're about to receive hell at the hands of the people that they hated the most. You see? So what would you do? That's what it says. They said they reach out from their grave and take you with them. Now it says an envier becomes envious. It means he's about to attack you. You see? Because now you're destined heaven and he's destined hell. You see? And now he was getting heaven, and now you're about to receive heaven. And you was getting afflicted, and now he's about to be inflicted. You see? Now he's under judgment. So these devils are about to go into action, and they're about to kill you, brothers and sisters, point blank period. They're about to cut on the kill switch. They've been playing games, but there ain't no more games being played, because this is the sign that all hell is about to break loose, and they're about to attack you, because they propped up this image to protect themselves, and now it's about to go down. So that means they gotta attack you before it goes down, because if the image goes down, then that means that now you rise up, which your uprising is their destruction, which they can't allow that to happen. So now they're being mentally attacked, because the ideology that they set up, the world is structured around that idea that false Israel, true seed Abraham, and if they go down, then their whole reality shatters. The way they think is destroyed. That means now that they in complete chaos. They in complete disbelief. You see, now they instantly forced to understand that now they're in judgment. You understand? And they're liars and thieves and killers and murderers and this and pedophiles and rapists and this and that. Now they realize that CRT ain't CRT. You see what I'm saying? That's not a critical race theory. That wasn't no theory. This really happened. They really did these things to our people. They burned us alive, stomping our babies out with their horses. They was feeding our babies to gators. They was burning us alive, hanging us, cutting us open, experimenting on us without anesthesia. You see? They were feeding us pig shit, throwing our kids into pig troughs. They was treating us worse than they treated animals. You understand? They love animals compared to us. You understand? And they was treating it like that. And they was doing all these things to you. And now, it says, do unto them as was done to you. That's the will of Allah, brothers and sisters. And it said, and what do you think we did? The will of Allah at the time was to submit to this wicked generation, to submit to everything that they did. Take it, take it, take it, take it. Don't react. Take it. And if we built up their consequence, dammed it up. You see, multiplied their consequences. And now they're gonna be do it. Once it's done, once that action's done, now they're due. Instant judgment. It's gonna the dam that we built, that we dammed up, you see, is gonna break. Boom! It's gonna explode them with instant consequence. It's gonna obliterate them, brothers and sisters. 1 year. Said 400 years worth of hell compressed into 1 year. You can't even imagine it. It's unimaginable. You understand? You can't even imagine it, brothers and sisters. It's unimaginable. Worse than your own experience. We're headed to a time worse than our own experience. Unprecedented trouble. A time like no other never will it be. Worse than your own experience. And they want you to go through hell again. Worse, but this time it's even worse than your own experience, and you not do it. You do a second option. You see, because they gave you the American dream, which they used to destroy you, because it's totally against you. This whole reality is totally against you. You see? So they have you acting other than yourself. They have you reprogram. They're the ones who programmed you. Have you thinking that this is who you want to be? You want to love your enemies. That you're wicked. You're sinful. That you're pimps, hoes, prostitutes, druggies, or whatever. You know, uneducated savages, stupid people. You see? That's the narrative that they painted. That way, once they eventually built up all that credibility against you, you see, built their case up against you. Once they got rid of you, no nation would give a damn, because look at them. They're nothing. They're worthless. They were no good anyway. So everybody was in agreement that they should get rid of you. You see? So they were trying to get rid of you the whole time. But now that plan's back to backfire. You see? Now the world's gonna know that now you are the true seed of Abraham. And now, you understand? And it says, do unto them as was done to you. It says everybody who made war against us are in trouble. That means everybody's in trouble, because every nation has something to do with what happened to the black man and woman of America, brothers and sisters. Every nation has something to do with you being enslaved and afflicted. They were all were in agreement in assisting and associating with our enemies. They all had a helping hand, because everybody was living good off you being in the position you were in. You being held down and pushed down was what kept them up and kept them in the positions they're about to be in. And once we rise, everybody has to get the hell out the way. You understand? Meaning that now the positions that they were in, they about to be pushed out of them. They're about to be casted down out of the positions they're in, and they're not gonna like that. So they're gonna be destroyed. You understand? So everybody that's made war against us is gonna be destroyed, because they're not gonna like the results that we're coming back into power. So no one thought we would endure this process. No one thought that we would make it out of this situation. Nobody wanted to see the black man and woman make it out of this situation, because they were guilty. And it says you reap what you sow. And that's what time we are in. You see, everybody would have to take a spoonful of what they've done to us back on them. You see? So now that's where we are, brothers and sisters. And no one wants to see you make it back to the top, because they're going to be directly affected. And now that's where we are, brothers and sisters. We're at that time where your life is in total danger. And it's going to like a chain react, like a domino effect, one after another. You know what I'm saying? When this person try to destroy you, now then you make it through that. Then now this person try to destroy you. Now you're making it at that. And then now this person try to destroy you. We at the point where all nations are about to try to destroy you one after another. But this is also the time where America is about to be destroyed by everybody that they made war against for years. Came in and killed, steal, and destroyed, and took what they wanted and done to whatever they thought. They did whatever they wanted to every nation. And now, you see, now they in trouble. You see? Now they're in trouble with all nations. And now they're about to be invaded. Now they're about to be destroyed. Now they're about to be put under siege. Now they're about to have no oil. You see? Now they're about to have an economic crisis here in America. You see? Soon. They're about to have no oil. You see? Because once right. See, it's a lot of stuff that take place, brothers and sisters. You see? And the ones that they put on the throne, which are not who, you know what I'm saying, are not who they claim to be. You know what I'm saying? They claim to be it's the House of Saud, right? They're claiming to be Arab Muslim, right? But they're Hindus. You see that the British put on the throne, the American Britain put on the throne to ensure them with cheap oil to keep their reality afloat. You see, to keep their reality thriving, because the European system is set up on oil. It thrives off oil. It's an industrial complex. It's a machine. You see, which requires and solely depends on oil, which is about to be snatched away. You understand? Because all these parties are about to go down. The House of Saud is about to go down. American Britain's going to be kicked out of the Middle East, and they're not going to have any oil. You understand? And that's the time when they're going to attack you, because then they see false Israel surrounded by armies. When they said what? The destruction is near. So that means that's about to take place soon, brothers and sisters. And that means that false Israel is about to go down, which they can't allow. And then now they don't have any oil. That means it's a famine. You understand what that means? That means no food, no electricity, no utilities, no water, no nothing. No food going in and out of the stores, no electricity to keep it refrigerated, even if possible, if they did have it. You see, but even then, there's no nothing. No nothing, brothers and sisters. All hell's about to break loose. It's gonna be cold. Then so then maybe the food could be cold, but it'd be frozen. People gonna panic. You understand? When there's no food and people eat 24/7. People eat 24/7 around here. They do what they want to do. You see, because they got the devil's mind. That's what the devil do. So the devil, he's always had plenty, and now he's about to have nothing. And now we know they don't have natural discipline, so they have to eat 4, 5, 6 times a day. And what you think they're gonna happen if they have no resources? They have no food. You see, they're gonna resort to cannibalism, and then who do you think they're gonna put on a dinner table? And you're 3/5 of a person. You're 3/5 of a human, brothers and sisters, which means you're considered an animal. So when the food runs out, who do you think they're gonna put on a dinner table? That's why it says flee. It says flee, flee, flee. Telling you to get the hell away from them. They're not your friends. Get away from them. Get out of their communities. Get out of their neighborhoods. Get out of bed with them. If you're in the bed with them, damn it, you're in trouble anyway. You see? And don't trust their black-faced children, because they're going to make you believe that all this is a damn hoax, a game, thinking that Master cool with them. Master don't give a damn about them either. And that's what's about to take place. They don't realize that Master don't give a damn about them and their loyalty. He said kill all blacks, and they forget that they black too. You see, they might not be original, but they black. You understand what that means? So they look like us. So they're gonna be treated just like us. So they're gonna find that out, and they're gonna hesitate. And it said don't hesitate, because you'll lose your life. It said don't go back to get your baby. It said flee, 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 flee. Because that's a panic. That's urgent. You see? That's chaos. It said don't even go back to get your baby. That's deep. You see? So flee. Get up. Get away from them. Get into the inner cities. Get where your people are going to be. And boom. We're going to come together. Exactly what they try to prevent. Because that's the whole point. They were trying to prevent you from uniting, which would be their destruction. You see? Because if we unite and we get the information we need, you see, you get the NGL, which is your right mind. You see? The higher pressure, which eliminates low pressure. And then you get your pillars, which gives you power, which gives you protection. And now you're protected against their evil. And now you're moving. You have the right operation system. Now you're operating in your nature. You see, and now you got the power to when you now you got the power when you throw your punch, which is your mind, because we in the mind war, brothers and sisters. Now put power on your punches when you speaking these words, when you talking the truth, when you telling what's going down, when you telling people what's going down. You see, that's high pressure with that power punch, with that with that 5 mathematical pillars of Islam, brothers and sisters. Now you're operating on the highest pressure. You see, in which they can't defeat. And now that's what they don't want you to. They don't want you to get this information. They're trying to stop the messenger of the covenant. They're trying to stop him from giving you the information. He's trying to stop him from giving me the information that you need. You see, so they got people blocking the message. They got people in the way. They got people that's collaborators. Everybody's going to be due judgment for helping and assisting the devils try to just take us out of existence. Even our own people are betraying us. So that's fine. That be on you. You understand? But if you understand how the story go, it says all those against the message of the covenant was crushed and grind out the way. So if you ain't with him, then you're against him. And it said that he prevailed. It said that he was victorious in the end. It said that everyone that stepped in his way was crushed and grind. So if you don't get with it, then you're going to get lost. You understand? You're going to be destroyed. Because at the end of the day, that's what the unsealed scripture tell you, that he was victorious all the way to the end. So anybody that tries to step in our way and that's against us is going to be destroyed. You see? So you can do whatever you want. But we understand that Allah is the best of planners. And we are Allah, brothers and sisters. And it said they planned, but Allah planned too. And it said what? He was the best of planners. And the best of planner is the unsealed scriptures. You understand? So they don't stand a chance. But it said get away from them. You see? And we're going to unite. It said, will the nation be raised in a day? It said we're going to come together overnight, brothers and sisters. And the demons, we're going to separate them out. They're going to get from them. They're going to be separated out. You see? And because they don't think like we do. And they can't get with this message. It's totally against them. Their reality is not our reality. They had the same nature as their devil fathers. So they're going to try to convince us to stay here in the land of our imprisonment, which we want nothing to do with it. We want complete separation. We want vengeance and wrath for all our enemies. And they want to take over America and hold hands, but you the devil in black skin. We don't want nothing to do with you. You see? And y'all want to help. Y'all want us to help take over America, which we don't want this stolen land. We don't want nothing to do with it. You see? We want nothing to do with the consequences of this land, because it said that this land would be destroyed. It said that this land would be nuked. You understand? It would be uninhabitable. You see? Never to be a nation again. You see? And all type of stuff about to take place here. And you see? It's about to collapse. It's burning up. The house is on fire. We don't want a house that's on fire. We want to get the hell out of the fire. Because anything here, anything you invest in it, is going to be destroyed along with yourself. So now, the demons are going to be instantly faced. They're going to be instantly faced with the truth that no one wants them. We don't. Their fathers don't. Now they in a rock and a hard place. You see? Now they instantly are visionless. I mean, they don't have any vision. The American dream got snatched from them, and they're not going home with us. They don't have a second option to go home, because this is their home. Because America came, snatched us up, and raped our women and produced them here. So they don't have any. They're not from where we're from. They're from America, which is stolen land. You see? So they're going to have to go to war with their fathers, which is the war of attrition. So they'd be having to fight their fathers face to face, which they'll be outnumbered, and they're going to be destroyed, which is their own problem. But you see, it's going to be hell everywhere, brothers and sisters. And we're trying to get you out of that situation. We're trying to get you to go in the right direction, you see, by giving you the proper information, the good information. And you see, take the bad information that you're receiving and do away with it and replace it with the good information. Give you what you need, give you the tools to be successful, give you the ability to walk through the fiery furnace without being burnt by the flames, and get you all the way prepared to go home. Because it said you couldn't return home until you had thorough knowledge of self, until you were 100%, until you was 100% purified, mean that you have any impurities, mean that you were perfect, that you go home 100% with your right mind, with your right nature, with the right understanding who your enemies are, because if you don't, then you are the enemy. Because if you build your reality off your mindset, off Your mind builds your reality. So you still have the devil's mind, and you take the devil's mind with you, and we'll still be in hell because they are the personification of hell. So if you still have that mind, then you make hell for yourself, which we don't want. We want a kingdom that will last forever. That's what Suleiman is doing. He's making the kingdom last forever. So that this process of the tribulations that we will go through is a purification process for you. You see, to bring you up to speed, to get you purified as gold, turn you pure, get you right, get you get you home. You see, in perfect condition, get you home. That's the mission, to get you home in perfect condition. Get our people out of this hell, get them their right mind, get them their right operation system. But this will be destruction. This will burn up the devils and the demons. You see, this judgment was for them. But this for you is a good thing. It's great but dreadful. You see, but if you, it said not a hair on your head to be harmed if you apply the knowledge. You apply the pillars. You know what I'm saying? We work together to get the hell out of here, brothers and sisters. You see, it's not gonna be a cakewalk, but at the same time, we can't leave until we achieve these things because you don't want to go home like that because the next reality is going to be harder than this one. So you have to get your level of thinking above the devil's to make it out of the devil's reality. You understand? You have to get your discipline above the devil's discipline as well. You see, because all together, you see, you have to get your mind and your discipline up. You see, that way you don't get sucked into this reality and destroyed with it because high pressure eliminates low pressure. So if you don't become the high pressure, it means you are the low pressure that's eliminated by the high pressure. You see? So this is a process for you to become part of the body. I mean, before you become part of the body, they bring you up to 100%. That way we won't have any conflict, no problems. You understand? Or else we have to be replaced. Or else we have to, you have to go with plan B, plan whatever. Because that has to happen, brothers and sisters. This is the process. You see? This is the process that we will go through. You see? Because Farrakhan deceived our people. He deceived the saints. He deceived the NOI. Made war against them for 2 years, which was not supposed to happen, which was said not to happen. Don't let that happen. Don't be deceived by any means. And they were for 42 years. So our people are in the position they're in because the son of a devil, half man, a devil in black skin, deceived our people. A wolf in sheep clothing, made war against our people, and now for 42 years they never received the message. You see? So now the Levites and the NOI, the saints, got to go back through the tribulations to save their people and do what they're supposed to do before they were deceived by the son of a devil. You see? Louis Farrakhan. So that's where we are, brothers and sisters. We're at the time we're about to put the kill switch on. It's about to be obvious now. No more stabbing you in the back. No more cutting your throat from the back. No more shanking you and stabbing you up in the back. No more kicking you in the back of your legs. They about to kick you right in your kneecaps. They about to karate chop you right in your throat. They about to cut your head right off with them staring right at your eyes. You see? They about to make war against you for real now. They don't have any options to play nice anymore. It's no longer a game. They're going back to the Holocaust. They're going back to the way they was doing it at first. Killing you straight up. Letting you know what's what. You see, but they stopped doing all those things because of the Willie Lynch letter. They was told that these things wasn't, it wasn't beneficial for the direction they were going in. So at that time, they were trying to show the letter was to help improve what they were trying to accomplish, which was to make you a slave forever, which is to put us against one another, to destroy our unity, to mess with our minds, inflict terror on us, which will make us slaves forever. So we'll be slaves from fear all our lives. So you see, so they had the wrong idea, but now they have to go back to that idea because now they're in trouble, and now they're instantly faced with consequence, which they're trying to escape. So now it's going to be alert, a national security alert, a threat. You're going to be a threat worldwide on all devices, on all everything, computers, tablets, phones, this, that, to take all blacks out, kill switch, cut it on, murder all blacks. You understand? That's what they're going to do. And that's why you have to have this information, because this will be the most important message of your life. And it say, flee, 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 flee. Don't go back to get your baby. Think about that. That's deep. Don't go back to get your baby. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out. Feel free to ask questions, because we're here to make sure that you get the information you need to be successful, because we want all our brothers and sisters to make it out of this hellhole and back home. So with that being said, I'm going to bring this to a close. Thank you for listening to me. Assalamu alaikum.